Good morning, everyone, and I hope that y'all having a great start to your Tuesday morning. Now, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that you do? Are you a person who checks your smartphone as soon as you open your eyes, like me? Or do you turn your television on or your radio on? Definitely not me. And I feel like, starting the day by setting a daily goal becomes a huge motivation and helps you to get pumped up for the rest of your day. So, even if you're already on your way to work, why don't you guys try to set a daily goal that might actually uplift you guys and get you out of that funky morning blues mode? And our first song will definitely motivate you to come up with a great daily mood. And it's Diddy with I Hate That I Love You. Yeah. That was a fun track to start your Tuesday morning. Diddy. It's the D, the I, the D, the Y, the D, the I. Too many words. Anyway, I hate that I love you. And you guys are tuning in to What's Poppin' with your boy, Brian Jew on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas. GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, a couple of reminders. If you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin'. Also, if you have any questions, an email, just want to give us a shout out or tell us how y'all doing, the address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. Sorry about that. I just stuttered. efmpoppin@gmail.com. And also, if you're interested in our playlist, come check it out on our website, y'all, at tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM/What's Poppin'. But before we move on, let's hear a few words from our sponsors. Alrighty, now to properly get our show on the road, it's time for today's pick. Now, when you get yourself ready to leave in the morning, do you always find yourself just running out of time at the last minute? Now, especially in this colder weather, if you wear, the wrong outfit when you leave the house, the result can get you sick, y'all. You can get a cold, you can get the sniffles, a fever. You got to keep yourselves warm. So you may need to put a little bit more time in picking out your outfit in the morning. Then, what can you do to shorten your time? Now, picking out your outfit the day before can also help. Now, check the weather forecast the night before you go to bed. Select what you want to wear before you go to bed. And speaking of outfits, I found some useful tips that can help you in the morning when your outfit is wrinkled. Now, perfect thing to do is place your wrinkled clothing, I would guess like a shirt, maybe your shorts, jeans, whatever it is, in the bathroom with the steam just blowing up in the bathroom, of course, and let the hot steam get the wrinkles out of your clothing. And I tried it a few times, and it does. I mean, not all the time. It eliminates wrinkles up to about 60 to 70%. And to help with that, what I do is I get like a spray bottle, fill it up with some warm water, and then I lightly spray the shirt with that water and then put it in the bathroom, and that even helps even more. Now, make sure before you jump in the tub or the shower to get the steam going for about 20 minutes, and that'll actually help your clothes get rid of its wrinkles. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, Brian, that's a waste of water. But what you got to do for fashion? You got to do for fashion. And if you really need to iron your clothes but don't have a lot of time, place a piece of foil underneath your ironing board, and the metal foil reflects the heat from the iron, which smooths out all the garments, of course, so you don't have to flip the clothing over. All you got to do is iron your clothes like you normally do with the foil underneath, and both sides will be ironed. And that will actually save a lot of time. So, for our next song, we selected a song that can pump you guys up, get your ironing going, get your wrinkled clothes eliminated, and it's a 90s jam, and the song is called Wanna Be by the Spice Girls. Yeah, what a throwback moment. That was the Spice Girls with Wanna Be. Now, it's been a long time since I heard that song, and I remember every girl up in high school and grade school would be singing this song, be like, if you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. And actually, I was thinking, those lyrics can be, true and also selfish at the same time, because you're telling somebody, you want to love me, you got to give me everything. It's got to be a win-win situation. You got to give and take. Now, if you want to be my lover, you don't have to give me anything. Just give me all your love. Let me wine and dine you. And in the evening, we play some chillaxing music, and that's all I'm going to say, because all you guys got dirty minds. Anyways, moving on. This song, did you know, was written in 30 minutes. Now, I guess, and I agree, sometimes the best songs and the best hits are written in a short amount of time and recorded quickly, as long as you're creative. Sometimes people try to make it too complicated. Simplicity sometimes is the main thing. You guys don't want to let's put more bass up in here, more kicks up in here, more guitars up in here, more pianos. People just go cray-cray sometimes in the produced tracks and just add so many instruments that are not needed. Sometimes, like I said, simplicity is the best way to write a song. Now, moving on, we got another great song, and the group's name, of course, you're all gonna think like, what is this? It's a 112? Yes, 112. And the song we got for y'all right now is called Every Day. Now, this track is from the group's 4th studio album, Hot and Wet. Ooh, that title, cray cray. Now, followed by this song, we got TLC singing Good Love. 2 titles at back-to-back sound so freaky. All right, that's 112 Every Day and TLC Good Love, and I'll be back, y'all. Yeah, we just had 112's Every Day and TLC's Good Love. I don't know about y'all, but it's only Tuesday morning, but it already feels like the weekend because we started off yesterday with some EDM tracks, and today we have some feel-good tracks for y'all. But for now, we have the last song for the first half of our show before we get Joe Parkham in the studio, and the last song for the first half is Keke Palmer with Mirror, Mirror. Welcome back, y'all. You guys are now tuned in to TBS EFM 101.3, listening to What's Poppin', and it's the second half already, y'all. Get ready, put your hands together, keep your ears open to learn about some sampling music, of course, in a second segment called Chop, Loop, and Reverse It. Joe Park will be in the studio shortly, so if you guys want to find out about some good sampling hits, y'all gotta stay tuned. But before that, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. And now it's time for Top, Loop, and Reverse It. Yes, with your man Joe Park in the studio. Yeah. Why are you laughing? I'm doing my thing.
I just love that auto-tune that you do with your neck. It's
do my thing, do my thing. And when I get real hungry, I be eating chicken wings.
Woo. Okay. You're on a roll today.
I'm on a roll like a bun, butter. First off, before we get things started, I want to say congratulations and jubilations. I hope that you and your wife have a happy life.
Ooh.
There you go. I'm freestyling
sure appreciate
today.
that. Thank you.
He proposed to his girlfriend, and guess what she said? Obviously, if I'm saying it on radio, she said yes.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures, and I was like, my son's getting married. That's how I felt. It's one of those things, you know.
Thank you, Uncle.
Everybody get married. What motivated you to ask her to marry you?
You know, there's never been anyone who...
I'm still single, man. How do I know this?
Well, I hope one day I meet that person. You know, she's never, like... I don't even know how to say it. I don't even describe it. It's just like, she showed me so much love.
You know what that is? That's love right there. I feel like sometimes when you say you love somebody, you can't describe it in words. It's just a feeling and emotion inside of you.
It's hard to describe.
Up. Exactly. You can't be like, oh, I love this person. Why? And all of a sudden, be put on the spot, be like, I don't know. It's not that you don't know. Your brain, literally, I say a brain fart because you can't think because all you're thinking about is that person. And that's how I feel like you feel right now.
Yeah, I just don't know where to start, but she's just amazing.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right, since you're on the radio, you better say one message to your girlfriend or your future wife.
I just want to say I love you, Sungi, and this is going to be a great start.
Sungi. I don't love you. I'm saying he love you.
And just thank God for making this all happen.
All right, but for now, we got to move back. Get back on track, of course, and we're here for Top Loop and Reverse It with sampling music. So the first artist that you brought with you is?
I brought in Destiny's Child, and the song is called If.
Okay.
And this song was released in 2004 off their 4th studio album, Destiny Fulfilled.
Okay.
And the album marked the return of Destiny's Child after the group went on into hiatus, where the members released their own solo albums for a while.
That is right. I remember Beyonce started it, then Kelly Rowland, then Michelle came out with like a Christian album. I remember all that.
You know, and it came back like that. And this album reached number 2 on the Billboard 200 and has been certified triple platinum.
Woo! That's 3 million copies then, right? Platinum means 1 million.
Yes, I believe so.
Holy moly.
They were formed in 1990 in Houston, Texas. And originally, the members were Beyonce, Kelly, Latavia, and LaToya.
Oh, yeah, there's 4 girls in the group.
Yeah. And for y'all don't know, they released successful hits such as Bills, Bills, Bills. Say my name, say my name.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, that is.
Say my name, say my name. Brian.
Okay. And and you know, despite their commercial success and all that, the group had a lot of issues inside, and you know, especially with their manager Matthew Knowles,
the father of Beyonce knows, of course.
Yes, and there's a lot of conflict, and then, at the end of the day, split up, and both Robertson and Luckett were soon replaced with Williams and Farrah Franklin. I hope I got that right.
I'm hoping you got that right as well. Fingers are crossed.
Yeah, and however, in 2000, Franklin was dismissed, leaving Destiny's Child as a trio, and now that's how they ended up as trio. So this group went through a bit of changes too until they landed with the final three.
And then they had great hits like Independent Woman, Survivor, and Bootylicious.
Yeah.
Hey, can you handle it? Michelle, can you handle it? Beyonce, can you handle it?
What?
I don't think they can handle it. Woo! Because that was my middle name growing up.
What do you mean?
Bootylicious. Brian Bootylicious Jew.
Bijulicious.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Bijulicious. Now, all you fans tuning in right now, make that a playing card. Bijulicious. Yes.
You're so Bijulicious.
But of course, the song If, not a big hit, of course, of Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
But it's one of their tracks. And they didn't make this an original track. They used a sample to make this track. So right now, we're going to take a listen to the sample. Oh my gosh. This is perfect for a Tuesday morning.
Yes.
A romantic Tuesday morning too. Especially because you get married soon and a writer and a producer of the show, they're flirting right now. They don't hear me doing anything or talking. They're laughing. Look at them. It looks like they're about to go on a date tonight. Anyways, this song is by Natalie Cole, Inseparable. I know the song. This is one of those makes you feel good inside music. Woo! Feeling great already.
Helps you relax,
Yeah, it's like a weird thing, but I'd rather hear the song getting a massage.
Yeah.
But then, actually, no, I wouldn't because I'd be too into the lyrics. Anyways, let's not get into that. Now, Natalie Cole, Inseparable, drop some knowledge on us one time.
The song was released in 1975 off her debut album, also called Inseparable. And it was her second #1 single on the Hot Soul Singles Chart, and it reached number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Okay.
And the album became her first gold certified album, and also won 2 Grammy Awards. And for all who don't know, Natalie Cole is the daughter of Nat King Cole.
Yep.
And she rose to her musical success in the mid-1970s as an R&B artist. And she is known for hits like This Will Be, Inseparable, and Our Love.
And didn't she do a remake of that one song with her dad?
Yes, she did.
Unforgettable. Of course.
With Love, yes.
I love that song.
Yes, and that sold over 7 million copies and won numerous Grammy Awards. So it's like, thank you, Pops.
Now you got to thank your dad for that one. Yes. Because you come from a musical background. Your dad can sing well. You got big hits. Of course, a huge following. And then the daughter does the same thing, and everybody loves you as well because you're such a sweet person. Not just a great artist, but you are a great person inside, and that's why people love you.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anything else about Natalie Cole you want to mention before we get into the song?
I just want to say she's basically legendary, and, she's had some issues in her life, but overall...
What artist hasn't had an issue in their life, though? To be honest.
Yeah. I mean, some issues are bigger than others, like...
That's true.
You got to go into rehab for certain things. There's a lot of artists...
Well, let's not talk about my life. Oh, I'm sorry, what? I went to rehab?
Did you hear about Kesha?
What happened to Kesha? Oh, the dieting rehab thing?
No, Dr. Luke.
What happened to Dr. Luke?
10 years.
Who's that?
She was abused, drugged by Dr. Luke.
Who's Dr. Luke?
The producer, Dr. Luke. You don't know producer Dr.
Wait, her
Luke?
producer drugged her?
Yeah, like, told to take this pill. She woke up, and I don't know. I don't want to sound rumor, but anyway,
she was knocked out for 10 years.
No,
that's like a fairy tale.
She went through 10 years of abuse, and she finally came out and finally sued the big producer. And this producer is known for
while she was singing as an artist, or
while as an artist, and she just finally came out and filed a lawsuit.
Don't stop me, this Kesha?
Yeah, and so.
That hurt my throat.
Yeah, and so this producer did all the big hits, like for Katy Perry. This guy's huge. I respected him until this happened, and he
don't follow his footsteps now.
No, I don't do that.
Don't you be doing that to your little artists and stuff, and drugging them and stuff like that. I will tell Sung Hee not to marry you. Anyways, we got the song right now, Destiny's Child with If. Yeah, that was Destiny's Child with If. This is one of those throwback good feeling blues tracks.
Yeah, and they're in harmony, and you're just like,
True R&B, not like the new school R&B where everything's all vocoders and auto-tunes.
808s and love.
Yes. The old school ones are the good jams, man. Makes you feel good inside. Makes you tingle.
True.
And ready to mingle. Why you man? You have a girl in your life.
No,
I'm single and ready to mingle.
I'm just saying for you. saying Bijou is ready.
Bijou mingle. Now moving on, we have the next artist that you have lined up today.
Yes. And the most famous, well, not the most famous, but I really like this group, Maroon 5.
Who don't like no Maroon 5? I love Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Saw them in concert twice already in Korea.
Oh, really?
Of course. Every time they come to Korea, I'm at the show.
Wow.
Yes.
I haven't seen them
Of course, I
once
haven't met him yet, but... All right, Maroon 5, and this song is...
called Wipe Your Eyes.
Oh, it sounds like a sad song. I don't know the song.
Wipe Your Eyes. It was off their album, Overexposed.
Okay.
Which was released in 2012. And this song is only on the deluxe version of the album. So if you got like...
Oh, so it's like an extra track. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you got like the original album, it's not on there. But it's on... They got a few versions, like, deluxe. And then they got like, special Japanese edition as well. Right?
I don't know why artists do that.
Bonus tracks. They make different, like...
Same album, deluxe version, you have 2 more tracks and a video added, and you charge more, and...
Yeah, the repackage, Korea does it all the time, right?
Korea does all the time. We've done it too, but it's not like...
Version A, version B.
Very true. Or they just do a remix or add an instrumental. I don't know. I know sometimes the record labels think that it's creative, but I don't know. Sometimes, my personal opinion, I'm like... Just do the one album. You don't need to do a deluxe. We can do new tracks to do new album. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways, drop some knowledge about Maroon 5's Wipe Your Eyes.
Yeah, so the main producers of this album were Max Martin.
Okay, I remember that name from back in the day with NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and Britney Spears. He wrote a lot of those guys.
Legendary. And other producers like Shellback and Benny Blanco.
Okay.
And the band has said that this album was actually their most poppiest album.
Okay.
And the album debuted at number 2 on the UK albums chart. And the Billboard 200 chart selling 222,000 copies.
Whoa.
With the singles Payphone.
I'm at a payphone. I love that song.
Yeah. That was like their main single. And this album was the 11th best-selling album of 2012. With the sales of 2.2 million copies.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So selling that much in 2012 is a lot. And Maroon 5 formed in 1994.
Okay.
And they're originally called Kara's Flowers when the members were in high school. So that was their original name.
That sounds like a girl group in Korea.
I know, right?
Comeback special. Kara's Flowers.
Yeah, you know? And the original members of the band were Adam Levine, Jesse Carmichael, Mickey Madden, and Ryan Dusick.
Okay.
And in 2001, the band regrouped with James Valentine added to the group, and then they became the beginning of Maroon 5.
Why couldn't they be Kara's Flowers 5?
I don't know. I think they came to the realization that this name ain't gonna fly. Or they met a manager, it's like, we'll sign you, but you gotta change your name.
Exactly, because that sounds like a girl group name.
Yeah.
Anyways, of course, you are talking about Maroon 5's song called Wipe Your Eyes. And of course, they used a sample to make the song, so we're gonna take a listen to the sample right now.
Yep.
Okay, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the sound in the background, and even the girl's vocals in the track.
Yes.
It is a girl, right?
Yes.
I think Adam Levine uses that same melody line in this track.
Yes, exactly. It's very obvious what part is sampled there. And
now, what's the song called?
Sabali.
Yes. And the artist's name is... I saw the names. I'm thinking it's going to be Joe's, I guess, highlight today, trying to pronounce his names.
I think this one's a bit easier, Okay. African. Amadou and Mariam.
Okay. It could be Amadou and Mariam.
It could be, but Mariam kind of sounds more American, so American. And
okay, American. Okay.
And this album was released off their 5th studio album. And they're a Grammy Award nominated duo from Mali.
Okay.
And what's interesting is that this duo met at the Mali's Institute for the Young Blind. So they're both blind.
Oh.
Yeah. And they performed.
That's crazy.
And that's where they, trained up as musicians and whatnot. And they both performed at the institution's orchestra.
Okay.
And Amadou lost his vision at 16. Mariam became blind at the age of 5 as a consequence of, untreated measles. So it was very unfortunate. But then...
you can get blind from measles. Didn't know that.
Yeah, and so they're very famous for that. And their music mixes traditional Mali sounds with rock guitars and other world instruments. And they've also released 7 albums so far.
Okay.
And they've been support acts for like U2 and acted with Stevie Wonder and whatnot.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for all the information. And if you guys are still curious about Amadou and, how do you say the name? Amadou and Mariam, the song Sabali, please go online and check that out. But for now, we have Maroon 5 with Wipe Your Eyes. That was Maroon 5 with Wipe Your Eyes. Guess what, Joe? What? It is time to wrap up our show for today. Don't cry. You got Sunghi to go home to.
I'm here to wipe your eyes.
I go home to nothing.
Oh, I should be the one
you
crying.
have 3 puppies. You wipe my eyes.
You have 3 puppies.
That is true.
That ain't nothing. Come on
I miss
now.
my puppies so much all the time, my dogs. And that's the last song for our show called Miss You. And I'm going to dedicate this song to my dogs, actually.
Ooh.
Because I always miss them when I'm traveling.
Oh.
Alrighty. And the song is sung by Music Soul Child. But once again, thank you for coming to the studio
My
and
pleasure.
teach us about sampling music.
Thank you.
Alrighty. With that said, we're going to play the song for you guys. And on behalf of TBS What's Poppin', this is Brian Jew and
Joe Park.
signing off.
Peace.